That they can add, and they have added this morning, is Michael Harris. Olgun, you reported this a short time ago. Again, the Perth Wildcats fans, I think will be disappointed to hear this one, that they like the look of Michael Harris. He played NBL 1 West last season and totally balled out. He's playing for the mighty Frankston Blues this year in NBL 1 South. I reckon Perth fans are going to hear this and they're going to be a little disappointed that he's leaving.
Yeah, and both of these signings are pointing to how Adelaide wants to play this coming season, which is they want to play fast, they want to shoot a lot of threes. This past season was sort of an anomaly. They brought in Montrezl Harrell, and they could only play one way. You were almost forced to start him. Then you're playing with two bigs. All of a sudden, the floor is really shrunken, and you just it's a bit icky out there. You can't play with pace. You can't play outside in because you have these two big guys that you have to go through. And so now you have Isaac White off the bench, Michael Harris. You have these shooters, and so they're a team that I think wants to play with pace, get up and down, and shoot a ton of threes. Michael Harris helps them with that. And another Adelaide kid, too.
Harris has shown some aptitude in the past. He's got some potential there, but where are the legs in his game? Like, I'm unsure. I'm unsure about his ability to defend. And Adelaide, again, has not been a strong defensive unit over the past few years. I know Wells wants to improve in that regard, but he'll have a chance now, Harris, in Adelaide more than he would have had in Perth.
Well, based on just a couple of these first early signings, they're going to try and score more than the opposition.
Yeah. Right. But they tried to do that this year.
But they've got some key pieces they're chasing in order to do that. But Michael Harris has only averaged 8 minutes a game. That's the best he's averaged in the 4 seasons at Perth. So he still needs the extended opportunity to show that he's ready for it. So you've got to give him that chance, which is it. But them not bringing back Nick Marshall, and we'll talk about Nick Marshall later on. Nick Marshall's had 3 double-digit average minutes game so far this in his career. The last 3 averaged 16 minutes per game last year. We know he started for the Adelaide 36ers. So they couldn't get Nick Marshall's best. So now it's Michael Harris to come in there and kind of slot into a role where, hey, we're going to give you the opportunity here. Local kid, you can come in, shine for us. And again, we talk about it, we don't really know on the NBL level. We stud in NBL 1, but this is now his opportunity to go in there and make an impact. And until we see it with 16, 18 minutes a game, you can't knock it because I think it's a chance for him to throw it.
So he's got it. Obviously, he has to prove it, right? But he comes in as a 9th or 10th guy on this roster. And you look at the shooting and you look at the size and you think, all right, what can we extract out of this? This is a really low-risk move for Adelaide. If you can get him and turn him into a reasonable bench scorer, that's an absolute tick for them. And come the playoffs, when these rotations get cut down to maybe 8, is he someone who cracks that rotation? If he's not, then that's not the end of the world.
Let me ask you this, Hul. Sorry, Jack. Net positive for Adelaide, Harris for Marshall?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a way, and again, I think the way they're going to be building towards and what they're going for. As we said, I think we've seen Nick Marshall. He's had his opportunities. He probably hasn't taken them in the way that he would have liked. I mean, that's obvious, but like there'll be another opportunity for him elsewhere. Sometimes you just need a change of scenery. 2-year deal, you said?
2-year deal, mutual on the second.
So 1-year deal. That's a 1-year deal.
I don't understand. I'm with you. I'm not. My agent.
Is that from experience?
My agent would never do that. My agent would never allow a mutual second. It's like, hey, yo,
it's a club. That's a club option.
Exactly.
I think your credits were a little bit higher, to be honest.